The San Elijo Lagoon Ecological Reserve, bordered by Solana Beach and Cardiff by the Sea, is one of San Diego's highly diverse coastal wetlands. At nearly 1,000 acres, it reaches all the way into Rancho Santa Fe and features 7 miles of trails that wind through unique habitats from a salt marsh lagoon to the coastal sage scrub hills. I'm Jen Morris for The American Dream. Today we're speaking with Doug Gibson, the Executive Director and Principal Scientist for the San Elijo Lagoon Conservancy, and Linda Moore. She is your real estate specialist out of this North County Encinitas marketplace. We're here with Doug and Linda, and we are at the San Elijo Lagoon, and we are in the amphitheater space?
Yeah, we're in one of our amphitheater spaces for our education program.
The peace sign.
The peace sign, yes, that gets rearranged into a peace sign every night miraculously, which is right off of the Rios trailhead.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the lagoon, how long it is, how people can access the different points.
So there's a lot of different access points. So you can access it from Cardiff. The nature centers over there off of Manchester Avenue, but the majority of the 7 miles of trails are from the Solana Beach side. So you can, at the end of Rios Avenue is a main trailhead. You can take that all the way around Highway 5, and then you start the Santas, Santa Carina, Santa Inez, Santa Helena, all the way to La Aria, and we'll connect you all the way to Rancho Santa Fe.
It's so wonderful for this community. Linda, when was the first time you came here?
It has to be about 30 years since I've been on this trail, and I never got to have the benefit of any of the history or, learning about the plants and the organization or anything. So this is a real treat.
Well, it's amazing the history and really how this became saved. It's 2 organizations before us. It was a duck hunting club that really saved this land from development.
Before the organization you're referring to, which is the San Elijo Conservancy?
Yeah, the San Elijo Lagoon Conservancy formed 30 years ago, but prior to that, other organizations were there to stop developments that were coming in at that time.
Well, you've come so far in that 30 years. Tell us a little bit about what the Conservancy is doing now.
So I came on about 10 years after their existence, and I didn't know really a lot about nonprofits, but I'm a wetland scientist, so I really brought my science degree to work here. We started writing grants about making it healthier, the habitat healthier, the trails better, collaboratively working with the county, and by doing that, we felt we were involving the community in the process. Through that process, we formed our education program and just began to build the building blocks that kids need to come out and actually enjoy the area.
I thought it was so interesting before we started rolling. You were talking about how you bussed a group of students in from Escondido and you asked everybody who's been here before, and a boy raised his hand and said, I've never even seen the ocean before.
When we first sort of started this process about the watershed and how big our watershed is in this area, that the top of the watershed is the entire city of Escondido, we said, well, why aren't we bringing them down? So we invited them down, and they said, we can't pay for this. We don't have money for busing, for anything. And so we started writing grants, getting donors to donate. Members that are local here, local in Escondido, started funding this busing. And that first bus came in, and when that kid made that statement, we automatically knew there was something else that we were doing here.
Well, speaking of impact, Linda, I know you try and impact your readers that come to your website by giving them great information about community events and places like the San Elijo Lagoon. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think it's really important, even if you live here, and I've lived here forever, but whether you're living here or you're coming to my website or on the web you find this video, just to be very aware of some of the wonderful amenities that we have in the Encinitas community, which consists of Cardiff and Leucadia and Encinitas and Leeuwenhoek, and be familiar with those. And this is a great way to introduce people to those things.
It really is.
Yeah, and people can get involved, and that's just it. It's not just an education program. We have other programs where people can come and actually get their hands dirty. They can plant plants. They can help reestablish areas that have been hurt by our past existence. People have come back that have been doing this for 5, 6, 7 years, and now they see the habitat that they've created and the species that are using that to me, that is really sort of our tagline, which is, you know, we're protecting nature, but we're connecting communities.
Well, I don't know if this is its own habitat, but there's a great story about a section of this trail called Annie's.
This area was an area where the county had really just blocked it off. No trespassing signs, dropping trees, and we said, well, okay, so after 10 years of fining people and trying to keep people away from that, why not open it up and allow people to go back there? Scrape off all the graffiti, 40 years of graffiti we scraped off, and then let's just wait and see. And we did. We waited for retaliation, and it didn't come.
Linda, what does a trail like this bring to a community, the community that's around it, whether it's Rancho Santa Fe, Solana Beach, Cardiff, Encinitas?
I think organizations like this are inspiring. They're inspiring to adults, they're inspiring to children, to get out from behind your computer and get out to the outdoors and become involved and participate, and inspiring as far as kids learning something they'd never be exposed to in the classroom and becoming interested about other professions and other things in their lives. So I think it's just a really amazing thing that we have in this community, and it's such a nice thing to expose people to.
Absolutely, and I want to be sure to let our viewers know how they can get involved.
Yeah, so they can go on our website, which is just santaleo.org. There are many activities, restoration activities that they can sign up for. Every month we have activities. If there are people that have lots of time, we have weekly activities. You can become one of our stewards and actually come out every week.
And any little bit helps, I'm sure. Before I let you go today, I want to know what is happening with that piece of land. It's beautiful ocean view property right there along 101, just kind of at the tail end of Solana Beach, right before Cardiff.
In 1986, In Suites Hotel wanted to build a 174-room hotel there. The people in this community that wasn't a city yet incorporated and put a no development on that land. Decades passed, there was a gas station there. Then another development came through. They were going to do luxury condos, 47 of them with a spa and a restaurant. Got a lot of people in the community excited, got a lot of people angry. That was a 10-year battle. That person, the economy was going well when the real estate market fell. He was over leveraged on a lot of different projects and it foreclosed to the bank. We put together 11 members of our organization. They lent us $3.7 million and we bought the property, and next week we will be paying off that note.
What a better way to end this segment on than that note. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Our thanks to Doug Gibson and Linda Moore. To learn more about the San Elijo Lagoon or the Conservancy, go on their website, sanelijo.org. And if you're on social media, be sure to #LoveYourLagoon. I'm Jem Morris for The American Dream.